You know, it was also widely reported that Bill had a friendship or a business or some kind of contact with Jeffrey Epstein, and that you were not, that was very upsetting to you. Did that play a role in the divorce at all in this process?
Yeah, as I said, it's not one thing. It was many things. But I did not like that he'd had meetings with Jeffrey Epstein, no.
Mm-hmm. And you made that clear to him?
I made that clear to him. I also met Jeffrey Epstein exactly one time.
Did you?
Yes, because I wanted to see who this man was. And I regretted it from the second I stepped in the door. He was abhorrent. He was evil personified. I had nightmares about it afterwards. So, you know, my heart breaks for these young women because that's how I felt. And here I'm an older woman. My God, I feel terrible for those young women. It's awful.
You felt that the moment you walked in? I didn't realize
was awful.
That. Yeah. And you shared that with Bill, and he still continued to spend time with him?
Any of the questions remaining about what Bill's relationship there was, those are for Bill to answer.
Okay.
But I made it very clear how I felt.
Hi, guys. So a key takeaway with this Melinda French Gates interview, right? We got to look at it from what she said. All right. Gail asked her a question and she answered it and said after one visit, she was creeped out. Guys, what makes a person creeped out? I have people literally that will come at me in comments and say, why don't you like someone? Or why do you comment on people that you don't know? Or we all do it, right? Has any of us met Jeffrey Epstein? I know I haven't. But if the masses around that person, the people that are closest to that person are all saying, and it's a consensus at this point where everyone is repeating the same thing about a person, do you not think for a moment that quite possibly it might be true? Now, Melinda Gates didn't have to meet Jeffrey Epstein, but just her first visit, she said she never wanted to go back. Why couldn't Gail ask her to elaborate? This is what a good journalist would do. Sorry, Gail, but I would have been like, okay, elaborate. What made you creep out? What made you feel that way? Was there something standing out that he did? Was it his eyes? Did he stare at you a certain way? Was there a lot of naked girls running around and maybe you looked around and realized, let me put two and two together real quick. Some weird stuff is going on. I feel like journalists nowadays gloss over important topics. And we all know why they do that. They do that to save their asses, all right? Because they don't want to get in trouble with the powers that be, because God forbid Melinda had delved into anything important, like saying, you know, there were naked photos on the wall, or I saw a naked girl walk out of a room, or, you know, he had a creepy stare on his face and was dressed in a certain way that it was very provocative, and for a business meeting, he came off very creepy and lewd. She didn't do any of that. She just said, I didn't like him from the onset. So also, why would your husband be then hanging around him more than once? Why would Bill Gates, who says, oh, I don't hang around him. He's not my friend. We just had some business stuff. And, you know, when I realized what he was about, no, Bill, I'm not buying it for not even a second. Anyways, have a blessed day.